Hi everyone. Edmodo has released a new version. Fortunately for us, they haven't made too many changes, and they have made some updates that are really helpful. So this video is just going to go over the differences between the old version and the new version. The first difference that I notice is instead of words at the top to get to different places, they have traded them for icons. Home, which always appeared over here, is now over here and is the house. And like with most programs, if you're not sure what something is or does, if you just put your mouse over it and don't click, it tells you, like this is home. So let's go to the next button. My guess, it's calendar. Well, it is the calendar, but instead of calling it calendar, they've now called it planner. And if you've used the calendar, there is a different view. You can now see things in week instead of just month view. So planner is now calendar. Grades is now called progress. So when you click on progress, you can pick a group and see the different people in the group. But we'll go over the different features of the new features of the different pieces in separate tutorials. So this is just to show you what the differences are. Library is right here. Looks like books. When you click on it, it'll take you to the library, which looks very similar. And now they have something new called apps. Just like iPads, and you can get apps for your phone, Edmodo has now created apps. And I'm not sure how these different ones got into my stuff, but check on apps. There are some basic apps that come with the program. I'm actually not sure which ones, but apps are kind of cool. So let's go back to home. And home, as it always does, brings you to your main page. And by default, your main page is latest posts. Filtering of posts, which means you could decide how you wanted to see your posts, used to appear underneath here. It is now up here, filter posts by, so what you want to see. Posts that you posted, posts from your students, if someone directly posted to you, if it's from your connections, if it's a latest post, an alert, an assignment, a feed, or a poll. And by clicking on these different things, it will just narrow down what you see in your main screen. So if I just want to see anyone that posted directly to me, I can hit on direct, and here's the posts that were directed to me. If you did not know, another way of filtering down your posts is if you just want to see posts from a certain group, if you just click on the group name over on the side, it will just show you the posts to this specific group. And it always shows you what you're seeing right up here, just like before. So now I'm just seeing the posts from the Khan Academy. If I click on latest posts, I'm in my latest post up here. So that hasn't changed. Also, groups haven't changed. They did give you the ability to archive your groups right here. Communities are still the same. That still works exactly the same. In the post section, the only thing that's different in viewing the post is in the old version, you automatically had a note set up for you, and if you wanted to do something other than a note, you'd click on alert or assignment. Now you just have to click on which type of post you want. A note, an alert, an assignment, a quiz. One new feature that they added, which I know people are really going to like, you can schedule your post. So teachers in the past who'd used assignments wanted to know, well, how could I schedule my assignments? And you basically would save them for later and then post them up again. And it was a little bit of a hassle. You now can schedule. So if I want to send a post out to my Edmodo mentor group, thanks for coming to our meeting. And same thing, you put in what group you want to send it to, just like before. But now, and the attachments work just the same way. But now I could do schedule, And I can use the calendar and pick a day, and so my meeting's September 11th, so I'm going to schedule it for the 12th, and I'll choose the time, 8 a.m., and say OK. Or you can send the post immediately. So that's a really nice feature. That you now can schedule your posts. And if I hit send, it's going to send it on September 12th at 8 a.m. So that's an awesome feature. Your notifications are still over here. There's some different features. Recent activity is down where folders used to be. So you might be wondering, well, where are my folders? Folders are, if you're in a group, the folders that are associated with the group. So let me click on a group that I know has some folders. So when you're in a group now, you still have the posts, but notice I have posts. I also could see folders. So instead of folders being over here and members also being over here, they're now at the top. And how you see posts, folders, and members is I'm in a specific group. If I'm in latest post, my folders won't show up. Just like in the old version, you had to be in a group. So if I go to the teachers group, I can click on folders, and here's all my folders that used to appear on the side. And I can click on members, and I can see all the members that used to be on the side. So there's a difference. Folders are now viewed through this menu instead of on the side. They wanted to leave room for some of their new features, like recent activity. This basically is showing the recent activity for people you're connected with and people in your groups with. It's more like Facebook. Another feature that's I think you guys are really going to like is the notifications. Right now you could only go in, if you went into your account and you went into your settings, your notifications like email and text updates, it's right here. This is telling you, and if you hadn't set this up before, you're probably going to want to set this up. So this basically tells you what notification type. I have them send it to my email. You could also send to a text message. I want when new group members, direct messages, join, all these notifications. But this used to apply in the old version to all your groups. What you can do now is go to the specific group, go under advanced options and choose if you want notifications or show the latest posts, show in latest posts. So if you're a member of a tons of groups and you don't want posts or latest posts or notifications from one of those groups showing up, you can check them off by group. Now remember, if you turn off notifications for some of your groups, you better make sure you go check out those groups. I would not recommend turning off latest posts from all your groups, because if you turn off notifications and latest posts from a group, how are you going to know if information is being disseminated? I understand turning off notifications so you don't get emails and emails and emails, but I wouldn't recommend turning off the latest posts. And those are the basic differences between the old version and the new version. Not that many. In other tutorials, we'll talk more about these discovers and insights pieces, but for now, you get the gist.